Hey guys, welcome back to the Daniel Federico Show. We're back. We're gonna be talking about the National Football League Week 3 recap. And we're gonna be talking about the Canadian Football League a little bit. They made some massive changes to the league coming in 2026 and 2027. So me and my co-host Jack Sapora will be discussing that and a lot of the stuff that happened in Week 3 of the NFL. And we're gonna be talking about the NFL slate for this upcoming weekend. So yeah, here's the Daniel Federico Show. All right, guys, another week of the NFL wrapped up. Another week of the Daniel Federico Show. Another week. Jack Sapora is joining us. Jack, how are you doing today?
Great, man. How are you?
Man, I'm doing good. The first time we recorded this, had a little technical difficulties with my Wi-Fi, but now I think we're chilling. I think we're on the right track right now. But before we get into the NFL, before we talk about the National Football League, the Canadian Football League, the CFL, we're both Canadian guys, so we gotta talk about it. Made some real changes. Before we go into what you like and what you don't like, and what I like and what I don't like, I'm gonna list off those changes. So in 2026, the CFL is adding the 35-second autoplay clock. So once the ball drop or when the ball is placed, the clock goes. Really love that rule. That's like the National Football League. The Rouge must be a touchback or tackled in the other player, opposing player tackled in the end zone. I like that a lot. So it's going to show a lot of the kicker's legs. Teams must be on opposite sides of the field. Love that. Love that. A lot of the West Division already does that. I'm positive. And then now in 2027, goalposts moved to the back of the end zone. End zones will be shortened from 20 yards to 15 yards. And the field length will be reduced from 110 yards to 100 yards. Jack, list off what you hate, what you love, what's your thoughts?
I love the play clock. I think that makes sense. I like the benches on the opposing fields. That makes a lot of sense. Um, the end zone's kind of weird for me because I'm just so used to, I'm an old head when it comes to CFL. I've been watching it since
Yeah, it's been a staple of the game.
2010.
Yeah. You've been young. It's been a
Yeah,
staple of the Canadian game for
ever.
forever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
since its history.
yeah.
Um, I don't know. I just feel like personally, does it add to the game or like is this really necessary changes to up our game? I don't think so personally, but I don't. I would love to know your opinion, but that's my gut, like my initial reaction.
So I don't know. It's gonna be like a wait and see type of thing. See how it looks first too. How the
Hmm.
stadiums will adapt to him too. Um, I do like the shortening of the end zones from just from 5 yards. Toronto Argos already have it 15 yards. And I think it really had people. A lot of people that didn't even know that didn't even see a difference in the game. So that's a good thing. I'd like to say I'll take that as an example as that what how positive that could be. Goalpost in the back of the end zone. You're gonna have to rely on your kicker to hit Brandon Aubrey type field goals now because the end zones are now 15 yards. So, and they are still the end zones are still the longest, by the way, in all of pro football. And Europe and the UFL and the National Football League, they're all 10 yards. Um, but now you have to rely on your kicker to have a leg. I love the Rouge, how they revamped it. I wish they would revamp it for punters to still get points because that's pretty awesome. That just shows how good of a punter you have and how good of a leg that punter has when it can bounce in the back of the end zone. Um, I love the 35-second auto clock, play clock. I love that. I think it's going to smooth up the game a little bit quicker, maybe less commercials. Depending on how TSN does it, maybe it's going to be a little more same amount of commercials just in a 3 minute period instead of like a normal minute 15 or a minute. Um, Teams on opposite sides of the benches, love that. I hate a guy from, let's say you're on the opposing goal line and you're a defensive player trying to run the entire length of the field. Come on. That was never a good idea.
You're asking a lot from that player.
Yeah, you're asking for a lot. I know the West Division still does the opposite sides, and that's tremendous. And less beef happens, less fights happen. Like you've seen it with Montreal and BC earlier in the year when they're on the same sidelines and they were trying to fight. Um, But yeah, but for the most part, I think I like the rules. The goalpost in the back of the end zone, that's gonna be a weird look. It's gonna be a weird feeling. I think they're adapting the right way. End zones from 15 to 20. I like it. Field length, 110 to 100 yards. Don't see the purpose in that. And the reason why I don't see the purpose in that, like I'm glad they kept the 65-yard length of the field or width of the field. Um, I don't see losing 10 yards was really a big cry for help. But maybe with three downs, you do need those negative 10 yards, or you maybe do need a 100-yard field. Maybe it will boost up scoring. I'm gonna be honest with you. Scoring, I don't think is an issue in the
No,
Canadian Football
I
League.
don't think so either.
Everyone's
No.
scoring a billion points. And it's an air raid type of game. It's always going to be like that. Um,
Hmm.
does it open and now for the end zones, now for the goalpost being in the back of the end zone, and now it opens up in the middle of the end zone the offense can use instead of throwing it through an object. We're gonna see how they actually do it. The coaches have to adapt too, but I don't think they have to adapt drastically, but it depends on. But what I've been seeing on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, a lot of people hate it, a lot of people that don't like it. Nathan York, for example, hated it. He's the quarterback for the BC Lions. I just What I think it is, I don't think it's going anywhere near. Oh, I think it's just adapting to how big of a product the National Football League is and how American football, so they kind of took the Canadian game and they made it better. And they made it better for a reason. Shorten the field, goalpost in the back of the end zone. It looks good. It looks good. Benches on opposite sides. And there's a reason why they are the NFL too. The talent obviously is alone, but but doing those type of changes is gratefully, and think I think you just have to adapt to it. I think a lot of people just have to adapt to it because the CFLs they're trying to grow it. They don't want to go under. One thing that would make it probably a bigger, you know, league if they added a 10th team, so we get 5-5. But
Makes
I'm
more
not.
sense.
Yeah, it makes more sense. And I know it's all about money. I know it's all about this, but trust me, a lot of people in the Atlantic or anywhere, maybe London, Ontario, they would love to invest into a pro football team.
Yeah.
And you can get another one in Ontario, or you can get one in Halifax, or whatever you want to do.
Viagra.
Niagara would be unreal, but we don't have the pop. If we had the population for it, that'd be tremendous. Nice little rivalry with the Argos and Tiger Cats.
That'd be
That would be
awesome.
that would be awesome. Um, But yeah, like if you're trying to grow the game, I think this is the right step. I think what Commissioner Stuart Johnson did or is doing is honestly already a good jump. Randy Ambrosie, he always talked about this. He just never pulled the plug on it.
Mhm.
Um, and I think Stuart Johnson is like, you know what? We're trying. He loves the Canadian game. That's why he didn't touch the ratio. That's why he didn't take away the rouge fully. Um he just fixed
Updated.
it. Yeah, he just did that for it. Um and I don't see him ever taking away the three downs. I think that's a Canadian staple that has to stay for life of the league. And I have no problem with the three downs too. I think it brings the aspects of special teams, defense, and offense, all three aspects. You have to be perfect at. And you're going to see a lot. You're going to, and him not taking away the 5 yards from punt returns. Tremendous. Because that's
Great.
also that's a Canadian staple, and it also enhances returns. And the National Football League has been having troubles of getting returns. Take away the fair catch rule. Do what the CFL is doing with 5 yards, and I think that's one of the best rules in football that the CFL has implemented was the 5 yards.
Yep.
And if you want less touchbacks, Do a single point. Do a single point, just like the Canadian Football League is doing now. Like, why not? I don't see Americans being mad at that. They love seeing returns too, I bet. Like Devin Hester's and stuff like that. Those type of guys love it. And it'll literally make them have to run it out of the end zone. It's gonna be just like that. I think Stuart Johnson overall, tremendous job on what he did with these rule changes. And I think his tenure as commissioner is off to a amazing start. And I'm actually excited to see how it develops over the years.
Yep.
Maybe a 10th team will be in his books. Maybe not. Who knows?
Yep.
But I bet he'll try real hard. And I think he's gonna try harder than Randy Ambrosie. That's what I think.
Yeah, he's already making changes, right? I just hope because of a lot of the backlash, they don't go back on it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You look like a professional league. We hear you, but we're doing it this way. Like
Yeah.
I don't because now I think it's a little overreaction when you're saying, "Oh, we're gonna lose season tickets."
Yeah.
Personally, like I don't understand that because it's like the Boxy Boys are saying that and stuff like that. It's like, come on, like it's not
It's not like one of those drastic changes like they changed every single rule in the rule book. They changed the field dimensions
in the goalpost.
and the
We're acting
goalpost.
like they went four downs, and
Yeah.
they're acting like we got rid of special teams. We like
They're acting like we got rid of the Canadian
everything.
players. Like they're acting like the box seat boys overreacting.
Oh,
People saying
by
that they like by far, and they're usually the hard-nosed guys of Hamilton.
yeah.
And then you would think that they love Canadian football. This is going to make the CFL better, I believe. I think it's
I agree. I know what you're saying. Yeah, I
Yeah,
can.
I think it's gonna make the CFL better. I think it's gonna adapt to the newest generation, like my generation, our generation.
Yep.
I think it's gonna adapt to that because if you talk to a lot of people you probably know, and then I know too, they can probably say one thing: the Rouge is stupid.
Yep.
Like Gotham missed field goal.
Yep.
Um, and I think he fixed that. I think that's the perfect
Yeah.
fix. Goalpost in the back of the end zone.
Yep.
The field, why it's so long. Those are just people that are not like really invested in the CFL, but have watched the CFL because they're Canadian too. They go to a couple games. Those are just couple Y factors. I bet that with these changes, you're going to see a lot of younger fans who'll be like, "Oh, this is like the NFL, but it's three down, so it's still unique. You still got the
Yep.
Canadian ratio. You still got, and they're going to see the returns. Like the Americans that come and watch the CFL, they love the return game because
Yep.
every return on special teams is a return. Oh, every play on special teams is a return. I
Yep.
love it. But the people that are saying, I'm going to sell my season tickets, the game's gone, the game's this, that. Okay, sell your season ticket. I will buy them. Someone
Yeah.
will
It's
buy them.
overreaction.
Yeah, it's overreactors, and I see on Twitter there's some petition going on. People are trying to let's relax. No one's looking at that petition. You think like I don't know if they do, I'll be surprised. But if you're a pro football league, you can't go back on your changes, even
No,
though
you
the
can't.
majority of the people respect your decision, like your decision. There's a reason why no one voted no in that room.
Yep.
Um, and you think about it, it's just older people that are like that. It's the whole old guys, the old heads that just can't adapt. And they
Yeah.
don't understand that this is going to make the game better. It's going to make the
Yep.
game flow. And honestly, it's for the people that love American football, it's going to make them think, be like, oh, this is like the exact same thing. Oh, we just got three downs to an extra man. Like, okay,
The
cool.
end
We
of the
can do that.
world.
Oh, and you guys got special teams and you guys got returners. Like, wow.
The world. Honestly.
But like the box J boys saying, yeah, like the game's gone. We're gonna threaten to sell your season tickets. No, you're not. You guys have
No.
been a staple of the Hamilton Tire Catch for a trillion years now. Okay, no, you're not.
Just settle down.
Yeah, like everyone in this world can catch your bluff. Let's relax. How about you just adapt with the CFL? As
Mhm.
fans, I don't see a lot. Like everyone that I talk to here in Niagara that either played Canadian football or played in both leagues, the NFL and the Canadian Football League. They say it's amazing. They said that's how the game should be. It's like the balls didn't get smaller, the balls are still big. The
Mhm.
three downs are still there, the ratio is still there, the yard off, the ball is still there. Everything is still there, just the field dimensions. Yes, if they changed all those rules and just kept the three downs, I could get the reaction of, oh, we're going to the NFL next and we're going to get four downs next year. I understand that 100%. But people fan and all this, Nathan York saying that it's not the Canadian Football League or some stuff like that. Relax, buddy. Okay? Relax. You got to focus on making the playoffs, all right? More than worrying about the 2026 and 2027 field dimensions, okay?
For real, for real.
Let's relax. But you have American quarterbacks like Zach Collaros and Bo Levi Mitchell saying it's tremendous, it's amazing.
Hmm.
And if Americans players in this league can say it's amazing, why can the Canadian players not adapt? And actually, I'm not going to say players like plural. I'm just going to say player because I only saw one.
Yeah, so far.
Yeah, one so far. I don't know what they say behind closed doors.
You never know.
You never know. They could all hate it
Yeah.
because they're so used now playing this game with the field length. If anything, it's probably going to be better on your health. You're not tracking down 10 yards. Like, I don't know. I don't know what the
So,
statistics are on it. I don't know. I just think it's a good change. I think people should stop overreacting. It's the Canadian Football League. It's going to stay here forever. But the one thing that the Canadian Football League need is a 10th team. And
yes.
and if they get that 10th team, you're going to see a new wave of fans out there wherever you are, wherever you place a Canadian football team, you're going to see new fans automatically because people will be like, wow, we got a pro football team in our city. We're gonna go watch them play.
Do
Like just like that. And they're gonna be younger people, I bet.
you,
Kids. So
do you think these
that's what I think.
is necessary, these
What's
changes?
up?
Do you think this helps the CFL in a way when it comes to like viewership and like you talk to an average like I talk to people and I used to adore the CFL. I used to love the CFL. I would always say when I was younger, CFL is a better game than NFL. Now, does it like I hardly watch the CFL when it comes. I watch the Cats game, obviously, because
Yeah.
I'm a Tiger Cat fan.
Yeah.
The appeal of the CFL, I think, has kind of died off in a way. Are these the necessary things to do to make it a better game? Yes, but I feel like there's other things they can do to really shine light on the product they have, and I don't think they're doing it correctly.
And I think that's correct too. I get what you're saying. You know what I would love to see the CFL do. And you want to know what makes the NFL so different? So you have TSN, you get a and it's a you have TSN and games broadcast by TSN. You see what the NFL does? They do a whole pregame show before Sunday kickoff. Before every kickoff, instead of a 15-minute segment before
Yeah,
kickoff, do a
yeah,
whole hour segment, talk about the stars. You have a billion stars in the Canadian Football League.
yep,
Go more in depth in their profiles. I think for a most part, they try to do their best. They're trying hard, but obviously the presenters are there. The presenters are
yep.
there. I think the presenters are great. I think the presenters are there. I just think you need a bigger time slot. Do what the NFL does. CBS, ESPN, all those guys do probably a 2 hour kickoff show
Yep.
before the 1 p.m. games. And then Sunday night football rounds up. They're doing a half an hour to 45 minute show on just talking about the biggest storylines in each game.
Going into it, the game, yeah,
Yeah. But you see that on Labor Day classics. They
yep,
do that type of stuff. Why, if you do that every single week, every single game,
yep,
and people will be like, "Oh my God, I want to see this guy." Like a lot of ex-NFL players, they're pretty decent names or that were in the NFL are now in the CFL, like Sean
yep,
Oakman. People don't even know he's playing in the Canadian Football League.
yep.
He was one of the best college football players. And then he's in the CFL. Why are you not shining light on him? And he's having a pretty good season year in and year out.
Yep.
PJ Walker was just a backup quarterback. The only thing I hear on the broadcast or I hear on the pregame shows is that, yeah, he played for the Carolina Panthers. He threw one great Hail Mary. How about you talk about his college career? He was unreal. He was like a mobile quarterback. He was doing unreal jobs. Let's talk about, and if you want to enhance the Canadian game, talk, put university football
On the map.
on on the map, put them on TV, just like they used to do, put them back on TV.
CBC or Sportsnet can pick it up, get that
Exactly.
going, use the students with their broadcast program. You
Yeah.
know, why not? It's not the most expensive thing in the world. And for once, TSN, can we do a proper CFL draft show?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
what are we?
I think I think the draft also doesn't get the hype. The combine's not recorded anymore, live
Oh,
streamed anymore. And the
yep,
combine, when I was a kid, I loved CFL no matter what. But when I was growing up, I used to watch the CFL Combine, just like how I would watch the NFL Combine today.
Yep.
And the last 2 years they weren't live streamed.
Nope.
How can I know what kind of athletes are coming in?
Yeah.
Because
What
we have a
player?
top 10 scouting bureau. I
Yeah.
want a 150 man list of the prospects, their stats each after each game. I want to see some film. I want to see all the spotlight your prospects,
The Canadian players.
the Canadian players, make it a whole production,
Absolutely.
not just for the Labor Day Classics or the first game of the season or the Grey Cup or playoffs.
Make it a big deal.
Make it a big deal. If you make it a big deal, people will see that the CFL is a big deal.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that already see the value and the potential in the Canadian Football League, like myself and like you. We have potential. They have potential there. You have a whole university leagues. You have U sports that you have to pay to watch now. No one is paying to watch those games now because no one wants to pay
To watch university
to
ball.
watch university football. That's like in Canada, if people told me to pay to watch collegiate football, I won't pay to watch sports. Want to know why I'm not paying to watch sports? It's because sports are meant to be live on TV with a cable subscription or I
And
use
it's normal TV.
just normal TV so everyone can view it. But
Yep.
once you're asking people, especially to pay to watch college sports, let's relax.
Oh yeah.
Let's relax. Like um I know
College football in America is convenient for Canadians. We can watch a ton of college football.
we
Why is that?
yeah, we can watch any NCAA game in Canada just on
Yep.
cable alone.
Yep.
Why can we not watch our own league for free? OUA TV, it used to be free. I was okay with that. You have to go on a website and watch it. I'm all right with that. But we're paying to watch terrible productions. I'm not doing that.
No.
Like
No.
the OUA York Lions games, terrible, terrible production. They're zooming in on every player, missing the deep balls. You're missing all of this. I'm just like, I'm not paying to watch this. I'm just going to be
Yeah.
a stat watcher. So I don't even know if they're actually good or not. You know what I
No.
mean? And
Absolutely.
that's what makes me actually upset because I think we have a bunch of great talent in the OUA and U sports in general and all the leagues, soccer, baseball, basketball, whatever, not just football. But I can't watch it because you can call me broke, you can call me whatever, because I'm not paying $1 trillion to watch university sports. I won't pay to watch NCAA either. I won't even pay to watch the NFL. I won't pay to watch sports because sports are meant to be conveniently watched. They're supposed to be an entertainment slash, business. I get the
Yep.
business side where you have to pay people to watch it, but if you're making me pay to watch 18 to 22-year-olds play sports, let's relax.
No. Yeah. Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
let's relax. Um, And that's all I could think of is that the production value needs to be up. I think TSN does, for the most part, does a tremendous job. But if they hyped it up a lot more, with the pregame shows, the postgame shows, all this,
I think the CFL needs to get more younger when it
yeah,
comes to what sells. Like TSN, it's been the same guys. I like those guys, but the problem is they've been around for a decade now. All these guys that we like announcing, like the new guys that came in, I forget his name.
Marshall
He
Ferguson, tremendous job.
like the play by play when like the way he gets in on a play and he's like he's at the five and it's like
Yeah,
makes it exciting to watch. If you're just having a guy going like he's at the five touchdown.
but those guys like I think they're going to keep their jobs for a long, long time because they're really good at what they do. Obviously, they're not going to have emotion in every call. It's going to be a tough thing to do.
Oh,
I
absolutely. I
do
know.
understand what you're saying, but I think they're trending in the right direction. It's going to take a couple years, obviously.
Mhm.
Um, but the pregame show, the postgame show,
Got to be worked on.
got to be worked on because I like how you have former players on the thing. I love that. The NFL does that. I love their inside brains.
Yep.
They've been in the CFL for a billion years.
Yep.
And that's what makes it great. But if you can just go in depth on player storylines, all this, all that, playoff matchups, playoff seedings, all this, all that again, you would see a youth dive in. They,
Yep.
and you'd be like, wow, okay, CFL is legit.
Yep.
I think the CFL is still legit. Like we're not. Like, by the way, boys, you guys take this in the way. We're not bashing the CFL. We're just saying ways that can make it more appealing for people our age.
Yep.
And it's all facts. What you're saying, what I'm saying is all facts. Yes, it's obviously everything comes with money. But if I want to see the best prospects in the youth sports, I'm not paying to watch that. I will check the top 10 players on Scouting
Yep.
and just go off with it. But what about a
Like,
guy that's been drafted in the fourth round like Keandre Smith? If I knew who he was, obviously, because I got to watch the games for free, like we all used to do,
mhm.
and I could be like, "Okay, this guy's a baller. What a steal for the Hamilton Tiger Cats." Now look at him. He's a baller. The Philpotts, ballers. The fours. Tyrell having a great year. Trey trying to find his own. We all know these storylines coming into that draft class. We're not going to have that ever again because no one's paying to watch it,
Nope.
minus parents. And I get it. Everyone needs money. Everyone needs all this, but you were doing it for free for years.
Yeah.
You used to they used to be on the score. You know that channel that before Sportsnet bottom
Yep.
the score CHCH used to have games. It's like let's get back to those times
Yep.
and let's hype up it. I'll do it. I'll do it.
Yeah.
We'll do it.
Yeah.
If it was for free, I bet. Like, I actually used to do that. I used to do the top 10 prospects at each position. When I was writing for OTL, I used to do a show called OUA Football Today. But ever since I had to pay to watch, not doing it, not doing it. And it makes a lot of sense. But you know what? That's enough for the Canadian Football League talk. We're just trying to make it better. So don't take any of our words bashful. We're
Nope.
I love the product of the Canadian Football League. The rule changes are great. Me and Jack think that there's always ways that you can make it better product. And trust me, we're broadcasting students. Trust me, we know. Trust me, like I'm gonna be honest, like trust us. Like we know how to. We have great ideas, create great creative ideas. We know how to make it better. We know how it's more appealing for people our age and our generation.
Yep.
Now you just have to go do it. Obviously, money's involved, so we don't even know what that is. Maybe you can't even do it because the money involved. We don't know. But if anybody takes our words negatively, relax. It's actually a positive. That was a positive conversation right there by the Canadian Football League. But let's move on to the National Football League now. Jack, we're gonna hit the elephant out of the room.
Yeah.
Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys are in trouble, man.
They suck.
They're terrible. That secondary is the worst. Well, that defense is the worst defense in the National Football League.
By a mile.
Now, CeeDee Lamb's hurt. What's your thoughts on this Cowboys? That Cowboys week 3 game against
I'm gonna say this. I feel bad for Renee. Okay, Renee, Dak Prescott. I feel bad. So like that guy looks good at quarterback right now, and Jerry Jones screwed him over. The defense, I feel like anybody, any quarterback, all 31 other quarterbacks will rip apart
again.
again. That happened last week too.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, go on, go on. You're having a
All,
good rant.
all 31 other quarterbacks will destroy our defense
Yeah.
because the lack of man coverage is horrible. It's 3rd and 2, and you have corners lined up 7 yards up, away from the wide receivers. What are we doing?
But then Trayvon Diggs tried to jam him at the line. He got jammed instead and wide
Uh,
open. It's you
how much
can't.
he get paid?
Yeah, we're paying him damn near Patrick Surtain money, and he's playing like I don't know. He's playing bad. He's playing bad football
Not
right
just him though. It's what's his name? Elam.
now.
He's
Elon, yeah,
trash.
yeah.
He's trash. I'm.
Trash. He was always trash. He was always trash.
It's just
Oh, and Donovan Wilson's having a terrible year too.
yeah. I know we're only 1-2, but my goodness,
And we
we
should
are
be 0-3. We
running
could easily be 0-3 with this defense.
easily, easily.
But
This
if
is
it wasn't
horrible.
for Dak, CD, and George Pickens in that overtime in that fourth quarter,
Yeah, we're 0-3.
we're 0-3. What do you think about that CD Lamb injury?
Can we
3 to
please
4
stop?
weeks.
Can we please stop running with him?
Yeah, yeah.
Why? Why you're
We have
risking?
Cavante Turpin that could do the sweeps.
Yeah, give it to him. Like you're risking your star, your wide receiver star, your number one, for a play that they have done for what maybe 3 or 4 years now with CD Lamb, and I would say 85% of the time it does nothing.
No.
Yes, they'll
It's
get maybe a touchdown or maybe 12 yards,
but what
but
what I
it's
what I
not
think I
worth
think
it.
I think the useful of that play would be the speed for
Yep.
Cavante Turpin
Yeah.
because that's a
Faster.
play for Cavante Turpin. That's
He's
not a play for
faster.
CeeDee Lambs. Yeah.
It's just dumb. It's just dumb. It's just dumb play calling. I'm surprised Mike, the defensive coordinator, hasn't got fired yet, but I guess
This
Jerry
is
left.
his last year. Last week, Matt Allerfuse. This is his last week. It doesn't even matter if they win. They're still going to get 300 yards thrown on them, maybe a buck 50 on the ground,
They gotta get
maybe
rid of
two
him.
touchdowns. Like he is terrible. But if you look at the roster on defense sucks. So maybe it's
Yep.
not even his system. It's the players. It's personnel maybe. But actually, at the same time, though, it's for sure him. But Trayvon Diggs has been terrible.
Yep.
Elon has been terrible. The
Terrible.
linebackers, they haven't really done much, and I was most excited for them.
Same.
I,
Same.
I was very excited for them. Um, we have no pass rush game.
Nope.
Wow, what a guess. Trey Ware, our best player. No
Hey, I
pass.
guess we're gonna trade for one though. Who knows? If
Maybe we'll
we
trade
got
after
Clowney.
this.
We got Clowney
Yeah, we got Clowney.
back.
Let's see how Clowney does against the Packers.
We're gonna get killed.
Yeah, it's gonna be like a 45-0 game. Like
Yeah,
it's not even gonna be Dak. People are gonna blame a lot of these games on Dak Prescott.
which is dumb.
It's which is so dumb, but those same people haven't watched the game.
No, no.
He has to score almost on average 40 points a game just to win.
Win.
Are you kidding me? He
Yes.
doesn't even have CeeDee Lamb anymore. He has
No,
George Pickens,
no.
Tolbert, and Cavante Turpin. Let's relax. And
Yep.
Javante Williams, yeah, he had a great first drive. Minus that punch out. That was a clean punch out, by the way. But like, come on, Dallas. You
It's
guys all talk like Jerry Jones is all talk.
yeah.
Brings in Brian Schottenheimer. He was not a good offensive coordinator. Now he's head coach. It's like, what are we doing in Dallas?
I'll say this. What's one of the worst mistakes they did this offseason, and no one has really talked about it this much. When you get rid of a guy like Al Harris,
Oh
a,
yeah. Yeah.
a guy who's been there, who had tremendous success when it comes to cornerbacks
He made
or
Trayvon
secondary.
Diggs great. He made Bland great.
Yep,
He made the safety core that we had great. Let's get
great.
rid of him though.
Yeah, let's get rid of him. He's in Chicago now, right? Chicago, I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure he's
Why? Like why? Like that guy, the players loved him, and you get rid of him. It just feels from a Cowboys fan alone that they have no idea how they're going to get out of this rut that they're in when it comes to what's the plan. Like obviously we're trash. We're not going to make the playoffs. I would love for them to win nine. I would not want them to win 9 games.
I want
First,
them to tank for that first
yeah.
overall pick,
But
but
the problem is first overall pick, what are you getting? How does this fix the team?
we,
It just
we
doesn't fix the team.
no, it doesn't fix the team. But we have two draft picks in that draft. We could get depth. We can probably get us generous. We're not going to get generational talent just like Micah,
No.
but Dallas. Al Harris should have been the defensive coordinator with
Yep.
all those relationships he had with the
Yep.
player. And he's
Like,
actually a ball knower. Like, he's not an idiot.
no, he's not.
And there is a reason why Eberflus was out of Chicago.
Yeah.
He stunk up the joint over there.
Yep.
And people are talking about a billion trillion things about how this offense isn't even that good. No, this offense is not the issue. Yes, Tyler Booker's out this week,
Yep.
but that's a big
Defense up.
miss. And he was actually having a tremendous, I think he was having a pretty decent start to the
Of
year.
course.
Yeah. But it's not the offense's fault. Yeah, did Dak throw two
No.
interceptions last week? Yeah, because he was forced to throw 100 times because the
It's only
defense.
one interception, really.
Yeah.
Gotta
Literally, yeah,
have
because
that catch.
yeah,
Pickens needs to have that catch.
that was a bad one. But people are, I see on Twitter, oh, Dak Prescott's back in midseason form. No,
It's
let's
stupid.
relax. Watch
It's
the
so
game.
dumb.
Just watch the football games. It's
Yeah.
not that hard. You don't even have
No,
to watch the full game. Watch the highlights.
no, you'll know.
Like you'll literally know it that this defense is the worst defense that I think I've ever seen a professional football team put on the
Yep.
damn football field.
hmm A
Like it's
stop
this.
would be a win for us.
What's up?
A stop on defense would be a win. No first downs.
Yeah, if we saw like they scored on what would almost all their drives except two or three.
Yeah. Bad. Bad.
Same with the Giants last week.
Yep.
Yikes! Yikes!
They made Russell Wilson look great, and then the next week he gets
He's
benched.
benched. Yeah, the next week he's terrible. And now it's Jackson Dart.
Yep.
um, era. It's
I don't know how you improve the team. I don't know how, like, does a generational player on defense, does Micah, okay, does Micah really make an impact with these corners?
no. Well,
No.
maybe we can get
Did
to the
Gary know
quarterback,
this?
but the pass rush. But if you think about the pass rush, would be increase the pressure, create the quarterback to get some bad throws, all
Yeah.
this type of stuff. Maybe that would have made the difference. Obviously, it's pressure to his face, and that's what they're kind of used to because we're not used to having the corners and receive. Like, we're not used to giving the quarterback a billion chances,
No.
like a billion like a billion seconds in the pocket to
Yep.
throw.
They like their guys.
Yeah. Let's see what Clowney can do against the Green Bay Packers. Give me a score prediction before we move on to the next game.
Uh, I feel like we're gonna have a repeat of the divisional game. I'm gonna say 45-28.
I
Uh,
like that. 45-28. I'll
Pack.
agree with you on that one. But let's move on to the Thursday nighter. We're only going to talk about a couple of games because CFL took
Yep.
majority of the time, and that's all right. But let's
Yep.
talk about the Bills Dolphins. Are the Bills for real, or are they just played a very, very bad Dolphins team? And who else did they play? The Bills. The Bills played
Jets and
Jets,
Ravens,
yeah, and Jets and Ravens. Are they for real? I think the only tough matchup was the Ravens.
and they came back.
Yeah, and they came back.
I think the Bills make the playoffs
No,
week
it
10.
doesn't go 1,000%. That's not even a question. Yeah.
I think Bills are legit. I think two other teams that are sorry, another team I think would be considered top team in the league right now. Uh, Give me the Lions because that
Yeah.
game in the what was it, Monday night?
Yeah,
Awesome
Monday Night
football
Football.
game.
Yeah.
Awesome football game. Uh, Ravens, I don't know if I have faith in them. It goes for me Lions, Ravens, Bills, maybe the Packers. I don't know now because
But I think
that was
that
a
I
bad
think
loss.
that loss last week against the Browns was just a bad game. Early on season
Yep,
bad game for
for
them.
sure. For sure.
Um I think the Packers are legit. I think they're going to be legit. But if the Cowboys somehow win this game, then they're not legit because the Cowboys are really bad.
Yo,
And that'll be back-to-back losses to a very bad, two bad football
and,
teams.
and we want the Green Bay Packers to lose.
Yeah, but yeah, literally. So they get a better draft, so we get a
Yeah,
better draft pick.
yeah,
But
let's
the Bills,
go.
I think Josh Allen is playing unreal.
Oh yeah,
He doesn't have a clear one receiver too,
no,
but they have a good running game with him and James Cook.
this really crazy
But
good
the
team.
one thing is, Dolphins are in trouble. Tua's terrible,
Tua is terrible. I mean,
terrible.
how have they not fired the head coach yet?
Yeah, Daniels, he doesn't
He,
even want to
he
be there. Do you see his
no,
post-game press conference? Is he
it's
drunk?
weird.
Is he
It's
drunk?
he's on something.
He's not sober.
No, I think it's been getting to him.
Well, well, Tua is your franchise quarterback. I'll get to be too. I'll probably get drunk too a lot, probably every day.
But the funny thing is, I would want McDaniels as a coordinator.
I would love it. I would love it if he was a coordinator,
Yep.
but I don't think it's his
Head
fault.
coach, it's not the right fit.
He's not the right fit. And I think you have a lot of divas in that locker room. You have a lot of
Yep.
outside noise, especially
Yep.
with Tyreek Hill.
Yep.
Um,
So much drama with him.
so anywhere he goes, it's just like relax, relax. Can you just relax for one season, Tyreek Hill? Can you
Yeah.
relax? Can you
One
just focus
season.
on playing football in the off season? You can do whatever bullshit you want to do,
Yeah.
just like that. But Tua needs to get out of there. He's not a franchise quarterback. He's not a starting quarterback in the National Football
Not
League.
anymore.
Not
No.
anymore. I think he had
No.
one good year. Those concussions you can see are adding up because his thought process is out the window.
No, some of the decision making that he had was just like, oh, what are we doing?
And you could see the real quarterbacks in this league.
Yeah.
Josh Allen, Lamar
Yep.
Jackson, Jared Goff, Matthew
Yep.
Stafford.
Yep.
I'm gonna say Dak. I'm gonna say Dak Prescott. Dak is a
Renee.
real quarterback. Dak is a real regular season quarterback.
He
It's
is.
it's he's not to blame every game. I bet
No.
I know there were some games in his career that is for sure his fault, but that could be for every quarterback in the National
Every
Football
quarterback.
League.
Well, you think about it, the quarterbacks that been successful are a handful in the playoffs, right?
Handful, a handful.
Handful. Uh, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what you do in Miami. I don't
I
know how
think I
you
think I
that
think
team. They're in
I
the same boat
honestly
as Dallas, kind of in a way.
yeah
They have no identity.
yeah.
They are struggling. The offensive play calling. What are you doing? the decision in the pocket, the throws that you're making. It's just it feels like, is this the worst team in football?
Like Dallas Cowboys, and then
Would you say that? Even though
even
we're
even
not
though
over
they're
3?
even though they're 0-3, but I think Miami would beat Dallas. I guess our
Yeah,
defense. I think this is the worst defense. Devon A-Chain will go for a buck 15 on us.
like it's
Tyreek
nothing.
Hill will go for 110. Jalen
Yep,
Watt will probably go with add on an 80 yards right there.
yep.
Tua would be they would say Tua is back against the Dallas Cowboys defense.
No,
I
you
think
would.
the
They
Dallas
would.
Cowboys are the worst team, and I think it is the Dolphins. Actually, no, I think like
We're not even talking about Houston.
yeah, like, Houston looks pretty bad. That O line is tragic.
Yeah, you know whose O line is really tragic?
The Cincinnati Bengals.
That, but there's got to be a conversation about the Ravens.
Yeah, their O line's in trouble.
Seven, was it 7 sacks?
Six.
Six sacks. Again, I
Six.
know the Lions are great defensively; they're great, but
Yeah.
you're giving up 6 sacks, and
Yeah, especially with a great running quarterback in Lamar Jackson.
yeah, yeah, that's scary.
That's scary because he usually evades those, but when you have pressure constantly in your like, you know, it's your tackles are going to beat. You're going to
Yep,
beat inside. When is it a discussion, or when is NFL is going to know that I think offensive linemen should be your number one priority each offseason? Because
It-
there's not many offensive linemen that can do everything and that
no,
can block a successful rate in the National Football League. And when you find those guys, you build against those guys because if you
yep,
have a strong O-line, you have a strong pass game, and you have a
yep,
strong running game.
yep.
Look at Kansas City. They've always had a strong O-line.
Mm-hmm. And they
Houston
win,
Eagles have one of the strongest offensive linemen,
and they win.
and they win. Offensive linemen are and I don't know why people overlook them, overlook
Uh,
offensive linemen in general.
Yep,
Obviously, like there's some people that don't, and those people know ball.
yep.
But if you have a bad O-line, your team's automatically going to struggle. Just
It,
like Cincinnati, the Bengals, Jake Brown in terrible game against them. They made what Isaiah Rodgers look like an all-star
yep.
last week
Mm-hmm.
because he had constant pressure in his face. Joe Burrow is now turf toe his foot, his toes hanging by a limb.
Yep,
It's offensive lineman. If you have a great offensive lineman, you have a good passer, you have a good rusher, you have a good all this, but it all starts with the offensive lineman, and I will die on that.
absolutely.
And I will die on that hill if you have it. You don't even have to have a great offensive lineman. Obviously, you would prefer the great offensive lineman. You just need a decent to good.
Yeah, you don't need a Hall of Famer.
You don't.
I find it weird that certain teams, when it comes to needs, they go like in the draft. Think about it. Jamar Chase is great, right? But was it
Yeah.
really necessary to pick him up when you don't have an O line? The
Yeah.
Bengals.
Yeah. No, it's
It's
not. It was not. Or
I
T
feel like
Higgins. T Higgins contract.
yeah, like I feel like
I'd say Jamar Chase over T Higgins.
yo by a mile, by a
Yeah.
mile.
But I'm saying like for contract pickup wise, I'd
Oh
pick
yeah,
Jamar Chase before.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
easily. That's a no brainer. But I feel like the NFL organizations don't realize. It could just be me. I'm just a fan, right? But why aren't you addressing your lines? Because that's what wins games. I feel like they just want the headlines. They want the certain players that are flashy. We don't like who's a like
Look at this. Look at it like this way though. CJ Stroud had a great rookie year.
yeah,
But you know what was great in his rookie year? His offensive line.
yeah. Now it's not.
Now it's not, and now they're saying CJ Stroud is a bust because he's a 1 year wonder. No,
No,
he's
that's
not
a
a
bad
1 year.
take.
Trust me, CJ Stroud is a
Bad
good
take.
quarterback.
Yep.
He's still young, so he's not evading as many sacks. And
No.
obviously, just with being a young quarterback, he's gonna take a lot of hits
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
his pocket presence. He needs time to throw. He's a young quarterback. He's
Yeah.
not a veteran that can throw on the run. He's not any of this.
No.
The offensive line is terrible. It's making the team bad. You have Nico Collins. You
Yep.
have actually great receiving room. Pretty
It
good
is really
receiving
nice.
in Houston. It's that this offensive line is like, wow, we're terrible.
Yep.
Um,
I don't understand some of the decision makings when it comes to GMs, and I feel like that is a need to address with the Ravens, with a lot of the teams, because are Ravens legit?
I think that they looked good against the Lions. The O line is terrible, but they're always going to be legit. It's 3 weeks in the season. They're 1-2, but
Are they not just the Cowboys of the playoffs though?
they are. But
Who wins?
they can at least make it to their conference championship.
Yeah, I mean it's AFC teams.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that is true. But no, I would take. I think the Ravens have a lot more weapons than a lot of the best teams in the league right now.
I agree, and you have Lamar, who
And you have
is
Lamar at the
unbelievable.
helm, and that he should have won
Unbelievable.
MVP last year.
Yep.
Um, I think they're always going to be legit with Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
Just like how Patrick Mahomes, like the Chiefs are always going to be legit, even though they're having a rocky start of the year.
Yep.
But even like I don't want to say, but like even the Patriots dynasty, they always had a couple rocky starts of the year, and then they would end the season on winning the Super Bowl.
That's true. That is true.
So
That
that's
is
why you never really know who's legit, who's not legit
yeah.
until like I would say literally until like halfway through the season.
Easily. Easily, yeah.
And right now, I can arguably say right now they're not legit. The Ravens are not legit right now.
No.
But are they a legit team on paper, a legit roster? For sure. That's a
Yep.
Super Bowl roster right there. Maybe
Yep.
the O-line's a little shaky, but maybe they'll get better with the season going on. And if they don't, it's going to be the offensive line fault because the defense, they have a great defense too, and they have a great offense, or they have a decent defense with a great offense. As the season goes on, it's gonna be a it's gonna be a test. Like Detroit Lions, people are first 3 weeks they're like the Lions needed Ben Johnson. They needed Ben Johnson. Dan Campbell can't call plays or whatever. All this.
It's just an overreaction, which
Yeah,
is
like
crazy to say.
like what I gotta say to everyone, I was like, let's relax.
Yeah.
We're in week 3. We're still in September football.
Yeah.
We're not
It's
in
just
late
garbage
October.
football.
Yeah, yeah. This is
It's
garbage
garbage
football.
football.
This is what you call garbage football. But like teams that you could just check off right now, because the season, like just how it's going. Dolphins, they looked terrible in the first 3 weeks.
Yep.
Jets, ciao.
Yep.
Patriots, they need to clean up a lot of stuff,
Yep.
but they could be a maybe. Bengals, I don't see them winning many games with Jake Brown, and I like Jake Brown as a backup quarterback, but I don't see it. This offensive
You
line, they
lose like that, that's a that locker room. What do you say?
yeah, that's a
After that
deflated
game?
locker room. Yeah,
Yep.
that's a deflated locker room. Like Pittsburgh Steelers, they're good. They're always gonna make the playoffs.
Yep.
That's just a fact for NFL history. They're just with Mike Tomlin at the helm. They're
Yep.
gonna win 9 games. Um, Browns, I don't like the Browns. I just never liked the Browns.
No,
Titans, they're not gonna make the playoffs this year, but Cam Ward does look good.
he does.
Texans, they're not gonna make the playoffs because they need to address that O line more than they need to sign any other player in the National Football League.
Yep.
Um, Raiders wanted that division. That AFC West is terrible.
Yep.
Um, as of right now, with 3 weeks of the season, but we all know Raiders are probably going to finish last in that division.
Easily.
It's probably going to go Chargers, Chiefs, Broncos, Raiders,
Probably.
unless it is an absolute bad, terrible rest of the year for the Chiefs, and that's it. And then and the NFC, Giants are a write-off. The Cowboys are a write-off. That division is only competitive between two teams, and it's a demanding win against the Commanders, and it's the Philadelphia Eagles. Chicago
Yep.
Bears, I don't think they're good. I think they suck.
Hmm.
Dallas is just worse.
Yep.
So I'd write them off. I would write off the Saints. They are
Yep.
terrible.
Terrible.
The Falcons, they are not good either.
Hmm.
They have Bijan, whoopie-de-doo. The Seahawks, they're not legit. I don't see them being legit, but that's a good division. NFC West, going to be competitive though.
It is competitive. Big game tonight.
Yeah, massive game tonight. But I think we actually covered a lot of the games and what they need to address. Is there any game you want to talk to before we talk about this week's slate?
Not a game, but I gotta give credit. Baker Mayfield. Oh, buddy is just him. You
That
know,
rookie though, Abuka is a beast.
oh yeah. But you get blocked field goal, return touchdown, the Jets go up. What does Baker do with limited time? Oh, I'm gonna bring him onto the field like it's nothing, and we're gonna kick the field goal and we're gonna walk out.
Dude,
Back to
Baker,
back weeks.
yeah, dude, Baker
MVP,
is
baby.
yeah, I like that take. He's legit. He's a legit quarterback always, but it will
He's
stun
good.
me. It was stunning for the rest of my life that they almost rid him off.
Yeah.
But let's talk about this too. The Eagles blocked field goal to the
I
house.
think the Rams are going to win the NFC. I still think yes, that was a choke job,
Yeah.
but I think they'll get back, and I think they beat Eagles. I think Eagles are just getting lucky. They're still not calling the tush push for whatever reason. They're still
They're
not calling.
never going to do it. I think the league is just, you know what?
You got to block it next year. You can't allow it next year.
It's going to be a discussion each year in those general manager meetings
It should
until they
be
actually block it. I hate the tush push too.
boring
Yes,
offense.
boring. Jalen Hurts is not legit.
No, he's not.
Shit, good running quarterback. I'll give him that. When
Yeah,
he runs out of the pocket,
yeah,
minus the tush
good.
push. Dude, like minus the tush, take away the tush push from the equation. Would Jalen Hurts be a top 15 quarterback in the National Football League? No.
No, I mean, it took him to week 3 to throw a passing touchdown.
Yeah. And you have AJ Brown and
Crazy.
Devontae Smith like right there and John Dodson and stuff like that. Like,
Yeah,
but let's go into this week's slate. We're gonna talk about a couple games. Let's talk about the game tonight, Thursday night. Seahawks Cardinals. I think Kyler Murray.
you think Kyler, right?
I'm taking
I'm gonna take Seattle.
All right, I'm gonna
I like
take Kyler
Seattle.
Murray and McBride and the Cardinals, and you're gonna take the Seattle Seahawks. I
Yep,
like that. But let's talk about this. Now we're in the international games schedule.
yep.
9:30 a.m. I'm not gonna wake up and watch this game at 9:30 on a Sunday.
I'm gonna be up anyways.
Yep.
So
So yeah, you're gonna be watching it.
a little bit maybe.
Yeah. Oh, you work, right?
Yeah, I work.
Right. So you're gonna be up there getting the notifications. I'll be up at probably 11 o'clock, maybe 12 o'clock, maybe right when the game ends.
Yeah, it's a proper Sunday working.
But Minnesota Vikings, Pittsburgh Steelers, and Dublin, Ireland at 9:30 in the morning. I like this game. Um, is what's his face? Carson Wentz better than JJ McCarthy?
Maybe who knows?
Man, he looked good last week, but that Cincy team sucks.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
And defense, it doesn't your their defense usually suck too.
yeah.
Yeah,
Like their defense is pretty mediocre. Man,
yeah,
man. But I'm gonna
yeah.
take the Steelers still. I just like Aaron
I'll take
Rodgers.
I'll take the Steelers as well. I like that.
I like that. I think Jalen Warren's having a surprise start to the year. Pretty
Yeah.
good. Jordan Mason's also pretty good and stuff like that. You know, that's gonna be a good game at 9:30 in the morning. Dublin, Ireland fans are getting a treat. I want to say, obviously, it's not like the biggest names or the biggest franchises,
No.
but you still get to see Justin Jefferson. You get to see Aaron Rodgers probably before he retires. 'Cause this is for sure his last year. I want to say.
Hopefully. Sorry, did
Hopefully,
I say
yeah, hopefully,
that?
yeah, hopefully. Um, but they're getting a treat. Dublin, Ireland. They're also going to see DK Metcalf. So those fans are getting a treat. The Bills are going to crush the Saints.
Yeah.
But here's my logic right now for my fantasy team. I'm going to say this on here. I have three Saints players playing. But
You,
the reason why I have them playing, so I have Chris Olave and Shaneed. Shaneed as my flex, Chris Olave as my second receiver, and I have Alvin Kamara.
jeez.
I'm thinking, I don't know, this could be dumb. I might have to take him out of my lineup and put my change my flex, but I think they're going to be throwing a lot
Okay.
because they're going to be down by so much.
Yeah.
I'm thinking PPR here.
Yeah.
Catch is adding up between those two guys and check downs to Kamara. That's
Not
my
bad
thought
take.
process. I'm probably gonna do it. I lose the week. It's probably good because I started three players against one of the best teams in the National Football
Yeah.
League. But you know, I'll take my loss like a champ. But if I
Yeah,
win,
you do that. You do that.
and if I win, I'm gonna take my win like a champ.
Yeah, absolutely. It doesn't matter. It's only
But
one.
but that game, I'm not even gonna watch that game. Probably
No.
Bill. It's gonna be a Bill Slaughter fest.
Yeah, it's gonna be another like 30-0, 30.
Yeah. But one team is finally gonna win this week. The Tennessee Titans versus the Houston Texans. Give me Tennessee Cam Ward to win his first NFL game.
I'm sadly gonna go Houston.
Okay. Is it because they do have a better upside with C.J. Stroud and Nico Collins?
I just feel there will be more fight with Houston.
Yeah, okay, I can see that.
In
Yeah.
Houston, right? They're in
Yeah.
Houston.
Yeah,
I
they're in Houston.
I like that more. The sec they just lost to the Bucks. I think they'll be much more of a fight, and I think they'll be ready to go. I think they win. Not. I think they win by 2 touchdowns.
Okay.
I'm gonna say
I like
two.
that.
Two.
I like that. I think it's gonna be a close game too. But this is my game of the week. Two 3-0 teams going at it. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the Philadelphia Eagles. Give me Baker Mayfield and the
Give me the
Falcons.
Bucks.
Give me the Bucks.
Yeah.
Even though there is no Mike Evans,
Doesn't matter. It's Baker. Baker's cooking.
that's my exact thought
Or he's
process
baking.
right there.
Yeah.
Um, that's gonna be a good game though, no matter what. Whoever comes
No,
out on
yeah.
top is that's gonna be a great early season test right there.
Yeah.
And
Who's home? Tampa?
yeah, Tampa's home.
Oh, let's go, Bucks.
Come on, the Buccaneers. Let's talk about one more game before we
Yeah.
end this off. Like, actually, we're talking about two more games. Dallas Cowboys, Green Bay
Oh,
Packers. Give me the Green Bay Packers on Sunday night.
okay.
Sunday night football, man. We're gonna get
That's a
embarrassed in
Sunday
four.
nighter.
Yeah,
Oh, we're gonna get made fun of on prime time. We're gonna get destroyed on prime time.
that means those text messages are gonna be coming
I'm
in
gonna say
late.
this though. I'm gonna say this. Early prediction for betting. Give me Kraft 2 touchdowns.
I like that. No, I love that.
I think that makes sense.
Matthew Golden to get a touchdown too against this
Yeah.
terrible DC.
FanDuel, I can't wait for Sunday night when I see my team lose.
Oh, I have to watch that game because
Yep.
man, like it's the last game of the day.
Yep.
Damn, bro. I'm gonna get chirped so hard.
Yep. Same.
It's like
Yep.
I'm not playing this game. I'm just a fan of this. I'm a miserable Cowboys fan.
It's sad. It's sad.
It's
It's so sad.
but this game I really want to talk about Ravens Chiefs. I think the Ravens beat the Chiefs.
Is it in Kansas City?
It is in Kansas City.
I'm gonna say the Chiefs
Okay.
just because maybe they get something from that Giants win. They gain momentum. I think I like the Chiefs defense against the Ravens offense though.
Yeah.
I don't mind that. I think it's gonna be close though. I think it's gonna be a close,
Yeah.
maybe a potential overtime game or something like that.
It's gonna be a very good contest. It's great at the 425 slate.
No, perfect
Um,
time.
that's I think that's gonna be that's probably arguably actually game of the week. But I gotta go with the 2-3-0 teams. I'm just gonna stick with that.
Okay.
But I think the Ravens win just because they think they have more weapons offensively.
Yep.
But the defense, I don't know if they hold up against Patrick Mahomes. I do not like Travis Kelce this year.
No.
I think he's obviously out of his prime.
Yeah.
I think he needs to retire. I think he needs to go live the Cinderella story with Taylor
Go
Swift.
have kids. Go have kids.
Go have kids. Go have a family. Go live that
You deserve it,
wag
Hall of
life.
Famer.
Hey, go live that wag life. You know,
Yeah.
like the the wife of a pop star or
Yeah.
the husband of a pop star. What's the wag version of a husband?
I don't know.
I don't know, but whatever it is, go live that life
Yeah.
with Taylor Swift. Go have kids. Go live in a castle. You had
Yeah.
a great career. Football is just not your sport anymore.
Oh wow. That's a crazy take, but yeah, I agree.
But like I think you need to leave the game before the game leaves you.
No, that's
That's
true.
that's that's always going to be a fact, and the game is not with Travis Kelce. I know it's early on in the season, but we saw it last year. He did not play good last year,
No, he didn't. He didn't.
and he's not having a good start of the year.
He's
And
not.
yeah, my comments right there were rude,
Yep.
but leave the game before the game leaves you, and you can at least be content with that.
Yeah, it's probably going to be his last year. I think he does want to settle down. Obviously, that makes sense. He's had a long career,
Yeah, and he has
and
had a fantastic long career at a
he's in the
tight
Mount
end.
Rushmore
Yeah,
of tight ends easily. I think what maybe the third best all time.
yeah.
Crazy, crazy career, and be like your brother. Go just do your
Go just
podcasts, and
Yeah. Just go
that's
do the
all you need.
podcast and go become a TV personality because he
Yep,
will be a good TV personality.
yep.
He'd be real good. But go
Yeah,
live
same.
the husbands,
Yep,
whatever the WAG
yep,
word is for husbands, and go live the pop star life with Taylor Swift.
yep.
But he is going to be one hell of a TV personality when he retires.
Oh, he will. He will.
But when he retires, Andy Reid got to be retiring soon. Not just because no, he's great. He's still great, Andy Reid.
Yep,
Age,
yep.
longevity.
Getting there.
He's if not the one of the second best coach of all time.
Yep,
At some point where you just say, you know what, I want to go live my life. Like I want to go live what's left of my life.
yep. I don't
Um,
think Mahomes lets him leave, though.
what's up?
I don't think Mahomes lets him leave.
Like Travis Kelce or Andy Reid.
Andy Reid.
Yeah, I don't think he saw either. But I don't know. Like if you think about it, like the Chiefs are a young but also aging roster.
Yeah.
Like they're the mix in between both.
Yep.
I think they won't have to have a rebuild year with the youth they have.
No.
And I don't think they're going to skip a beat because when you have Patrick Mahomes at the helm, you're not going to skip a beat.
No. No.
I think the Chiefs would be all right if Andy Reid hands off the reins to some other whoever else wants to be head coach.
Yep.
John Gruden, that'd be cool. His reunion with Patrick Mahomes. I'm just saying that was that. Don't even want to throw that in there.
That would be awesome.
It would be awesome. And if Travis Kelce leaves, they're not going to miss a joke. That's what I think. I think
Yep.
the Chiefs have been fun to watch. Yes, I don't like seeing them win Super Bowls every year and be competitive every year. That's just because I'm a miserable Cowboys fan.
Yeah, absolutely.
But they were a fun team to watch, especially when they had Tyreek Hill a couple years ago.
And we're acting like it's Mahomes is the best quarterback in the league
Yes.
because he wins and
Yeah.
he does stupid plays that work. And you're like,
Yeah.
how did
He's
you
a
fail?
magic man.
He's he's an unbelievable quarterback. It's just it's about time they're not winning though. I'll say
Yeah.
that. It's
Yeah.
about time there's a new face. Can the
But every
Buffalo
dynasty goes through this.
yeah,
I just like
face?
I'm gonna do it again. Like I'm just gonna relate it to the Patriots dynasty. They had some off years.
Oh yeah.
They bought some young guns,
Mm-hmm.
regrouped, won a
Mm-hmm.
couple other Super Bowls.
Mm-hmm.
I could see this being the exact same way.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I could see this being the exact same way, because Patrick Mahomes is that guy. He is the greatest quarterback right now in the National Football League,
And it's not even close.
and they and he will win probably 2 to 3 more Super Bowls before he retires.
There's no doubt.
Like there's just no doubt he will walk like what's he at right now? 2 Super Bowls?
No, he's at three, isn't he?
Three. Yeah, three. He's at 3 Super Bowls.
And he's been there 5 or 6 times.
Yeah,
That's crazy. And
he's
this is
the
his
best
eighth year.
quarterback. He's gonna leave with maybe 5 or 6 Super Bowls. He's
Yeah.
going to be the second best quarterback of all time behind Tom Brady because
Chasing Brady.
he is chasing Brady. He's always going to be chasing Brady.
Mm-hmm.
But I think whoever leaves the Chiefs, they won't miss a beat. Travis Kelce leaves, they will not miss a beat.
Yeah.
And the reason why I'm saying that out there, it's not no bashful to Travis Kelce. I just think you need to when you get to a certain age in football,
Gotta
because
go younger.
it's the most physical, demanding sport. You got to go younger and you got to leave the game before the game leaves you so you can leave the game with, no doubt.
Yeah. He wants a Cinderella ending.
Yeah.
That's why.
And his Cinderella ending will be this winning the Super Bowl, blah blah blah. I don't think it's gonna be this year,
Yeah.
but you've already won a couple of Super Bowls. You had a storied career, one of the best careers a tight end can have, just like
Yep.
Rob Gronkowski had.
Yep.
Just go live the social media and broadcasting life.
Yeah. Protect your body.
Yeah, like at some point where you
Protect
get
your
to an
health.
age, yeah, you wanna hold your future kids.
No,
You want
absolutely.
to play with your future kids.
Mm-hmm.
But if he starts lighting it up for the rest of the season, I would say you'd stay. You still got
Yeah.
juice in that tank because he does have juice in that tank still.
Yep.
It's just he's not using it to his full potential. Obviously, aging out of his prime.
Yep.
But he starts shooting out some points, I mean some yards. He'll be all right. But I don't know. I think real logically, logistically, this should be his final year.
Yeah, I agree.
100%. Any other games you want to talk about?
Any other games? Yeah, I don't know who I'm gonna pick for my pick 'em this week.
Yeah, I don't know who I'm picking for so I'm in a Survivor League, and I think I'm going with the Bills because they're the easiest matchups. But who do you get to pick in your pick 'em? How many teams do you get to pick?
You can't repeat a pick.
Yeah, you can't repick. Yeah, it's the same thing as my Survivor. Yeah,
I'm leaning towards I thought Chargers or uh
Jackson Dart might shock the world. Nah,
no.
it's not. I'm just playing.
Denver. Um,
Denver. That'll be a
Denver
good game too.
over the Bengals.
Yeah, Denver
Uh
does have a scary defense, so I could see them winning that.
Yeah. Uh, no, I mean all the games don't. A lot of games I'm not interested in this week. There are not a lot of. Ooh, I can't wait to see this matchup. I mean, Buffalo would be a safe pick.
It's a
Uh,
safest pick, but
yeah,
you probably want to hold
I
on to
keep
them.
that.
You know what I mean? And that's what I always think. That's what my thought process is. But I'm just each week you just gotta go with the safest pick
No,
sometimes.
yeah, oh, for sure, for sure.
Just sometimes. But the Denver Broncos is a great show.
Yeah,
But let's see if Bo Nix can get it done.
hopefully. I like both.
Hopefully. But yeah, we got a double header on Monday night too this week.
Again,
Yeah, two boring games I don't really like. I don't care about the Dolphins Jets game at 7
that's a
o'clock.
snooze fest.
And yeah, like I will watch the Broncos and Bengals game. I think that's the better game.
Oh, but by far.
Yeah, by far. I think they should have just added a game to the 4:25 flex or the 1 p.m. flex.
Yep.
Like the Dolphins Jets and just kept that the Monday nighter. Like kept the Broncos Bengals Monday nighter.
Yep.
But I'm not a scheduling guru, but that's how I would do it.
Yeah, for
Because
sure.
you're gonna obviously it's the NFL, whatever you put on the screen, people are gonna watch.
No matter what.
No matter what. You could put clowns playing football out there. You can put mascots playing football out there. People will watch. You are the National Football League.
Yep. No chance. Everyone's watching. Everyone's
Yeah,
watching the sport.
exactly. And that's what makes the NFL, that what makes football king
Yep.
this week. Week 4 of the NFL is coming up. Jack, we're probably gonna see you next week again.
Absolutely.
Um, but yeah, Jack, thanks for coming on. Any other last words? What do you gotta say to Cowboys fans entering this week?
Cowboys fans, let's just cry away this season and not look forward to the future because the future is not promising at all. Uh yeah, I don't know. I don't know what you do as a Cowboys fan.
You
As a
you
Cowboys.
you 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 burned down AT&T Stadium.
I
Go
mean,
play at a high school.
let's not become let's not do that.
No, I was kidding. But like, let's go play out of high school next year behind closed doors. No
Yeah.
TV broadcast, so they can't see the
Yep.
embarrassment on the
I'll
screen
say this.
anymore.
I'll say
Um,
this, Cowboys fans.
but no,
Here,
we'll see the Cowboys fans in 2026 with training camp when all hoping the air is back.
oh, who knows? I'll say
Yeah,
this though, Cowboys fans. Have a second team.
yeah, that'd be good. Or just become a football fan of every team.
Just be a fan of the Shield. Be a fan of the Shield.
Just be a fan of it. I respect that. Just be a fan of it. Just be a fan of the league.
Don't watch our games, but watch every
Not
other games
if
and
you want to
critique
watch
them.
bad defense play, watch the Dallas Cowboys Sunday night at 8:20 p.m.
Oh, it's gonna be great.
That's gonna suck. Well, this has been the week 3 talk with some Canadian Football League in it. That's
Yep.
been Jack Sapora. This has been Daniel Federico. Ciao. See you guys next week.